Yo creo que no te van a castigar allá, ¿verdad, Mateo?
So you're going to keep more in that lesson. I'm teaching. Otherwise, I would ask for I would ask for a transcript great grant. But I don't want to go to great grant. Not thousands.
Please rise for the salute to the American flag. Yes. Yes.
I tell Carl all darn.
To the flag of the United States of America.
Which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If everyone, thank you.
Sorry.
We need to have the sign-in sheet brought up here if someone could do that. Thank you, thank you, All right, if everyone, we're just waiting for the board members. It is now 2 to 8. Good evening. Good evening. Yes. Okay. Oh. Where's the gentleman we had last time?
We have Margaret's taking.
Okay. Okay. Not else soon. Sorry. Oh, ma'am.
Esperanza.
Okay, if the board members could come out, please. Mr. Silver. Could the board members come out? Jim, if you could ask the board members to come out, and Ms. Lisa Miller.
¿Me pueden escuchar mejor?
We're just waiting. Good evening. Yes. Okay. Jim is right there. Mr. Trishada, if you could report to the dais. Mr. Trishada.
Mr. Shishada, por favor, venir al frente.
Lydia needs it. Darryl meeting. All right, Mr. President, we're here. Dr. Tracy. All right, we're ready to begin. If we could please read.
Pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 231 of the laws of Lakewood, the Open Public Meetings Act, Ms. Bashara notified the public that notice of the date, time, location, and agenda of this meeting, to the extent known, was provided at least 48 hours prior to the commencement of this meeting in the following manner. By posting such notice on the public announcement board of the Lakewood Board of Education offices in the Lakewood Township Municipal Building, By kneeling
Okay,
session.
un momento. If you could just, hold it, 1 second. Okay. Mrs. Morales, just tell the people who speak other language, Spanish, all we're doing is reading the legal notice. There's no, just that we advertise for this meeting. That's all we're doing right now. Tell me.
De acuerdo con la ley, y está puesta en la primera página, en el reporte de la Junta, tienen que leer el horario que dice, de acuerdo con la ley y el capítulo 123, tiene que decir que tenemos la Junta hoy y tenía que dar noticias 48 horas.
All right, so we have notice, and continue with the notice. That's all it is, notice, yeah.
By mailing such notice to the offices of the Asbury Park Press, by calling such notice to the board secretary, by mailing such notice to all individuals who requested to read for a copy of said.
All right, Mr. President, we have now read the public notice. If we could do a roll call, please.
Mr. Fink? Here. Mr. Friedman?
Here.
Mr. Greenspan? Here. Ms. Micchio? Here.
Es la asistencia de la Junta que tiene que llamar los nombres.
Mr. Seidler?
He's on his way.
Mr. Silver? Here. Mr. Tiff? Mr. Tiff?
Here.
Mr. Zlatkin?
Esa es la asistencia. Están llamando
Ms. Morales, if you could speak up, please, so everyone can hear you.
Están llamando los nombres de la asistencia de la Junta. So cada persona tiene que decir que están aquí.
Please.
Mr. Zlatkin? And Mr. Brunhut? You have a quorum.
Through the president, if I may. All right.
Tienen un quórum, so tienen suficientes personas para poder votar esta noche.
We would first of all like to welcome back. We do see our former union president, Carol Cousins. Let's have a hand for her. With that being said, there are 60 people signed up. If you could please translate when I'm finished my sentence. There are 60 people signed up, and we do want to hear from everyone. There is a 4-minute rule. Start with that, please.
Hay 60 personas que están en la lista para hablar esta noche. Tienen lo máximo de 4 minutos para hablar con la Junta.
The rules are as follows for speaking. You get 4 minutes. You ask all your questions.
Las reglas son los siguientes. Tienen 4 minutos para hablar y pueden hacer cualquier pregunta que quieran.
You cannot give your minutes to someone else.
No pueden dar los minutos tuyos para hablar a otra persona.
And Mr. President, at this point I would ask, since the public did come and we thank you for coming, we would ask that we go out of order a bit and we go to recognition of the public. Español.
Sí, yes. Y el abogado está diciendo que como hay tanta gente que vinieron esta noche, y gracias por venir, gracias por dar el apoyo, quieren cambiar el orden, el horario de la agenda de la Junta para que los que vinieron esta noche a asistir, que puedan hablar primero.
Okay, with that being said, all in favor of going to recognition of the public?
Si están a favor de eso.
Board members, is that yes, aye? Yes. Anyone against? Seeing none. Reverend Sandra Gonzalez, we will call your name thank you. Just in general, we'll call your name twice, so please. And again, I don't know if some people have not been here before. You just say your name and address.
Excuse me, through the chair before we start.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's also an overflow room in the back. All right, so if anyone in the back is on the list.
We'll call it enough that they'll hear it. My voice is very good.
No, you're in the back.
All right, we'll do that. But meanwhile, we have Reverend Sandra Gonzalez, correct?
Para los que están asistiendo por primera vez, la regla es decir el nombre y la dirección cuando van a pararse a hablar.
All right, Reverend Gonzalez.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Sandra Gonzalez. I am the president of the Lakewood Clergy Association. 2 weeks ago, it came to my attention that a decision was made.
Buenas noches, es Sandra González, que es la presidenta de la Asociación de los Reverendos de los Ministros aquí en Lakewood. Ella dice que hace 2 semanas que ella supo de una decisión que la Junta hizo.
Through the chair, Ms. Morales, if you could, do you have a pen?
Yes.
If you could take notes, we're going to let the person speak, and then you'll give a a summary of that.
Okay,
This way you don't lose your time. Okay. Go ahead.
are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay. 2 weeks ago, it came to my attention at one of my meetings with the pastors that a decision was made by the Board of Education to combine K through 8. And we disagree with that, and we came together as a community. Not just a certain community, but we came together with all the community. The Spanish, we have blacks, we have white, we have young, we have old, we have seniors, we have the youth here, we have business owners, we have pastors, we have just about everyone here representing our community. And we disagree with the decision that you made based on combining K through 8. And we also have a petition that's sent around our community, and we have well over 1,200 signatures that we collected in just a couple of days. And everything was all copied, and it was sent to our Governor Christie, and it's been sent to our Commissioner Christopher, and also Sandra Singer, and also the Superintendents of School, and also to the Board of Education, which I will give you your petition now, and also the Lakewood Township Committee. We are here representing the community, saying that we disagree with what you have made that decision on. We disagree. We have other people that's going to come up and state the issues that we all disagree on. So tonight we're here, the same way you made a decision in one night to put it in effect, we are here tonight for you to reverse the decision that you made without the community knowing what you were doing behind closed doors. Children and for the next generation, and they are crying out to us for us to stand up for them, because our children is dying without a lack of knowledge, and we are here to stand and to fight against the decision that you made. So thank you.
One minute. Excuse me, sir. Miss Morales, if you could put that into Spanish.
Yes, él está aquí diciendo que está representando la comunidad de los ministros, de muchas personas, blanco, negro, joven, viejos, que vinieron y no están de acuerdo con la decisión que hicieron la Junta de cambiar las escuelas públicas de kinder hasta sexto, de kinder hasta octavo grado. Vienen por lo menos 1,200 nombres, firmas, diciendo que no están de acuerdo con miembros de la comunidad. Mandaron una copia del papel al gobierno, al Governor Christie, al Departamento de Educación, aquí a la Junta de Educación, y no están de acuerdo con la decisión que hicieron el mes pasado de cambiar las escuelas públicas aquí en Lakewood.
Thank you. Mr. Grana, you were asking.
Do you have a reason why you're against K through 8?
Well, we have the community here, and we are all assigned to different things, and we are here with our issue, and we will address that to you.
Okay, we'll hear from others, actually.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I'm saying this wrong. Rainer Dasgupta? I'm probably ruining that. Dasgupta. Rainer Dasgupta. Oh, doctor. Doctor, you were here last time. Yes, you were. Welcome again, I'm sorry. Go ahead, doctor. You're here. Excuse me.
I want to address the Lakewood Board of Education and everybody who is here. I'm delighted to see that so many people from the community are here today, because that shows that we are all concerned about our children. And I'm hoping that after we have crossed the bridge that we are on today, that we'll continue to show up this way, that we will always be here to advocate for our children. I am as worried about the safety of our children as the people who are here today are, because I think safety is the main issue which has come up when I have heard the concerns that were being expressed in what would happen with the restructuring of schools from K through 8. And I'm nervous about the safety issue as much as anyone over here. And we need to be afraid, we need to be nervous, because that will mean that we will be that much more vigilant when these changes are made. The children who are in 7th and 8th grade, only a year or 2 years ago, they were in elementary school. When they were in elementary school, they were the children with whom we had no problem, with whom our other children should be socializing with. What happens to them as soon as they reach 7th and 8th grade that they suddenly become so dangerous? What happens to them that we want to segregate them, we want to keep them away from all our other children? Are the children the problem? Or is it the structure of the 7th and 8th grade system which is the problem, into which the children who were fine just a few years ago are suddenly put into a combustible mix in which their adolescence, the changes that they are experiencing in their own lives, are put into a volatile mix in which they have been torn away from the relationships which they developed from K through 6. That they don't have those teachers anymore. They don't have the people who they could talk to anymore, the counselors anymore. They're put in a place for 2 years where they are totally alienated from the connections that they have developed. The problem is not the children. The problem is the structure of the school. And that is what needs to be changed. If we don't change the system, if we continue the way we are, and we do understand that that is untenable, something has to change. The ones who are in the elementary school will become the 7th and 8th graders in a few years. Are we going to set them aside and put them by the wayside then? Will we say that these are unsocial elements, they are the gang members, and we don't want? How can we condemn our children once they reach the 7th and 8th grade? What are we going to change? What are we going to do to change that reality? And as I have said before when I came before the board the first time, that from all the studies that have been compiled, the educators with whom I have spoken, they have said that the K through 8 is the system which is best for the stability
Doctor, I'm
and
sorry,
security.
it's now 4 minutes.
Okay.
I was actually reviewing what you said last time. I was trying, was there a different angle you were taking?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that whatever decision is made here today should be the decision around which we all must come together.
Thank you.
Doesn't
Are you
matter
changing
what
your
it is.
opinion from last time?
You're saying yes to do it?
I'm saying yes to K through 8, but what I'm saying is that that change needs to be made now, because time is of the essence, and we need to come together in good faith, trusting, with trust and open-mindedness.
Thank you. Your time is up, but we need to say this in Spanish. 1 minute, please.
Dr. Dasgupta es una profesora que está aquí viniendo, que está muy interesada en lo que está pasando con los niños en las escuelas públicas aquí en Lakewood. Hay problemas y tiene que hacer algo para llegar a todos los niños. ¿Qué está pasando cuando los niños llegan a 7º o 8º grado? Necesitan cambiar algo necesita cambiar para los niños. Ella ha hecho muchos papeles y ha hablado con mucha gente que trabajan en las escuelas y son otros profesores. Ellos dicen que el programa de kinder a 8º grado es lo que los papeles ahora están diciendo que es lo más importante para los niños, para que ellos puedan progresar socialmente, emocionalmente y también académicamente.
Thank you, doctor. Heath Gertner, I see. Heath, no. There you are.
You've known us for 28
I know,
years.
different Gertner, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, the heat, it's the heat. Heath Gertner, please.
Yes, we're twins of people.
1 minute.
We're speaking now.
Okay. Mr. Gertner, go ahead. Just give us your address. I confused you with your brother, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Heath Gertner, 141 Devon Court in Lakewood, New Jersey. Board and professor, the entire foundation that is the base of your argument for changing the district to a K-8 model is that this model, if you believe what the professor is saying, provides students with a consistency for 9 years by creating a familiarity between teachers, parents, and students. So first we must ignore the people who do research in the field of education, like those at the Albany Institute of Research and Education at the University of Albany, who discovered, among other things, indicators that make highly successful middle schools work, and created a best practices model that can be mirrored. And then pretend the extensive research done at the Center for Organization of Schools at Johns Hopkins University, whose research indicates changing schools' configurations from a middle school to a K-8 model does not increase the likelihood of success, particularly in lower income demographics. It doesn't exist. So none of this exists, and we will pretend that though other districts with a middle school have been able to actively achieve, create, and maintain student and parent relations, that your suggested model somehow is the magic formula. But there's still a flaw. Do you truly understand the makeup of the student body?
Heath, give me 1 second. I'm seeing if we have a quorum because there seems to be an exodus. 1 minute, please. Mr. Silver has departed. Mr. Tift has departed. Mr. Fink has departed. 1 minute. Do we have 5 people still here? I'm sorry, I just want to make sure.
Should I start from the beginning?
No.
I get a little extra time?
University of Albany and Johns Hopkins, I have.
Alright, none of this exists, and we will pretend that, though other districts with a middle school have been able to actively achieve, create, and maintain student and parent relations, that the suggested model is somehow the magic formula. But again, there's still a flaw. Do you truly understand the makeup of the student body? How would you describe them? Largely minority, a high percentage of Hispanic students that are English language learners, i.e. English as their second language? You'd likely say the demographic indicators point to a large lower income age group in a suburban urban town, as can be referenced by the large amount of free and reduced lunch students. This is all true. What the professor keenly omits, however, is the issue of transient populations, meaning high student mobility. And can you guess what segment of the populations tends to have the highest mobility rate? Or do you need a hint? As Donna Sanderson, a doctor in Westchester University, points out, in engaging highly transient students, suburban schools near urban centers have mobility rates that climb up to 40 or 50%. Even the U.S. General Accounting Office noted as far back as 1994 that approximately 17% of the nation's third graders have attended at least 3 schools since starting first grade. And those numbers have risen. In the GAO's 2010 report, they stated that from 1998 to 2007, the majority of students, about 70%, changed schools once or twice, and about 18% changed at least 3 times before reaching high school. For math majors, that's 88% of students in the study changing school at least once, before high school. Some findings from Arizona's English language learners study of patterns of student mobility among English language learners were that students eligible for free or reduced lunch averaged more mobility events than their counterparts, and the proportion of students who experienced a mobility event were higher for ELL students. Does this sound familiar to our district? In fact, over the past 2 years, our elementary school mobility rate has averaged 24%, while the state average is only 10.6%. So again, in your study, did you somehow forget Lakewood fits this pattern of similar districts with a high proportion of low-income and ELL students? Or did this magically escape you? These statistics are common across the country. What's clear then is kids are not in the same school from kindergarten through 8th grade anyways. So, even if we pretended to believe the K-8 theories are correct, the fact is, in this district, it's not even applicable because of the high mobility. I didn't finish my 4 minutes yet.
No, it's actually 4 minutes and 27
But
seconds.
you paused me, and I practiced this. I know I do it in 4 minutes. I know that. I practiced that.
You know what's nice about him? He is a Lakewood High School graduate. Are there any Lakewood High School graduates on the dais? On the dais. Wait, Steve, in the public, any Lakewood High School graduates? On the dais. Okay, you have 21 seconds. And you probably learned from Ross Gardner how to keep time.
Yeah. That's why I know I'm not even close to the 4 minutes. Therefore, since this is the core foundation of your proposal, and it's obviously flawed as the research bears out, and because you demonstrate you do not understand the nature of the public school population, this proposal must be scrapped. In conclusion, this once again sheds light onto the fact that the board has been non-responsive and out of touch with both the makeup of the student population and the true needs of the youth they are charged to serve. In court, this would be called discrediting the witness.
And in court, this is called your time is up. Heath, 1 minute, please. Mrs. Morales, for the benefit of the people who don't understand Heath's legal dissertation, if we could please have a Spanish version. And Mr. Friedman asked for an English one. He's too high level for it. Not a Lakewood graduate. Ms. Stop it. Ms. Morales.
Heath Berger, 141 de Devon Court en Lakewood. Vino a hablar sobre ciertos estudios que él hizo, que él averiguó uno de la Universidad de Albany, diciendo que cambiando de kinder hasta octavo grado no sirve. Otro de la Universidad de Johns Hopkins, que dice que estudiaron específicamente escuelas de séptimo y octavo grado. Y también otro estudio de la Universidad de Johns Hopkins, específicamente de escuelas de séptimo o octavo grado, diciendo que hay ciertas cosas que pueden hacer para tener éxito con los niños de esa edad, y es importante hacer eso, tratar algo en vez de cambiar de escuelas de quinto hasta octavo grado. También él estaba diciendo que es bien importante fijarse que los niños en la escuela aquí en Lakewood, la mayoría son hispanos y la mayoría hablan inglés como segundo idioma, y hay niños que se mudan mucho dentro del distrito. Aquí el porcentaje que él dijo era 24%, en el estado en general 10%, y si nosotros estamos bien interesados para lo mejor para los niños, no debemos cambiar de quinto a sexto a quinto a octavo grado.
Through the chair. I'm sorry. Mr. Gardner brings up some excellent points. I just have a question, and I don't want to get drawn into either of the sides here. Dear Doctor. Yeah, I didn't actually see any report by you. So is there a report, as Mr. Heath is representing here, there was a study. Did you do a study? That would be yes or no, Ms.
Yes.
Okay, where is that study?
I don't have it with me.
1 minute. So you did a study, and we've never seen the study, have we?
No.
That would be yes or no.
No, you did not see it.
Did anyone on the board see the study?
No.
No. So who saw the study? You may answer.
Who saw the study? Well, I reported on it.
Oh. Did you take into consideration any of these points?
Absolutely.
Okay. So your study is available for review.
I can send it.
If we gave you computer access now, would you be able to send it now?
At this moment, I have to go back to my university.
Oh, it's not on your computer?
I don't have
No, we'll give you one. Online, we have online here, Jim, right? Would that be possible?
I would really like to go back.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you.
Las preguntas que hizo el abogado eran que si ella hizo un estudio, dijo que sí. Si alguien de nosotros hemos visto el estudio de la Junta, dijo que no. Si podemos verlo, ella dijo que sí, ella va a mandarlo.
Thank you. Edwin Hernandez. Oh, good.
Yo voy a hablar en español porque hablo mejor.
Okay, so he's going to speak in Spanish and then I'll translate it to English.
Mi nombre es Edwin Hernández. Vivo en la 101 Payacre Boulevard, presidente del Grupo Cívico Salvadoreño. Trabajo con Kensel. Tenemos 3 años trabajando. Entonces yo estoy en contra de esto que se ha manejado, ¿no? Porque incluso tengo 2 nenas aquí, las traje porque tengo la experiencia. Ellas me han contado lo que pasa con los niños cuando comparten los baños, los recreos, los lunches, afuera. Entonces, y la nena que tengo en middle school está haciendo 7 grados. Entonces ha visto unas cosas en el baño que son cosas que los nenes de kinder a 6, para mí eso no es normal que puedan verlo, porque dice que ha visto 2 nenas besándose en el baño. Es una cosa muy real, que un niño, ¿cómo va a estar viendo eso? Un niño de kinder a 6, eso es no se puede ni pensar eso, ¿no? Entonces tenemos que ver la realidad, abrir los ojos, lo que está pasando, no darle vuelta al asunto, ¿no? Esto que yo estoy mirando es como cuando algo se sale de encaje y uno ya no sabe qué hacer y busca un poquito nomás para remediar las cosas y no afrontamos el problema, no luchamos, no investigamos, no nos metemos adentro a ver qué se hace, ¿no? No, que lo que pasa es que buscamos las cosas más fáciles para salir del problema. Entonces es un tiempo que todos, la comunidad, los líderes de la ciudad tenemos que abrir los ojos y mirar lo que está pasando, no darle vuelta al asunto, la realidad. Y todos juntos luchar contra estas cosas que están pasando, no solo enfocarse solo en la educación, hay que ver lo que está sucediendo adentro con las pandillas. Hay mucha pandilla, hay mucha ganga. Todo eso desordena a los niños que quieren estudiar. Entonces, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Van alumnos que
We get a little bit of a translation here to break it up.
Just a little translation. Ms. Morales, I'm sorry again, we couldn't hear you over the clapping.
I just said we're asking for a little translation of this stuff.
Thank you.
This is Edwin Hernandez. He is part of the group of Luz Pacific Salvadorian members. He's been here for a few years. He has 2 daughters that he brought with him this evening, one in elementary, one at the middle school. He's very concerned with the change that has been made to K-8. His daughters come home and tell him what is going on in school, in the hallways, in the bathroom, out on the playground, some things that his daughter in 7th grade has shared. He would not want kindergartner or 1st grader to see or to hear about. We must open our eyes to see what's happening. All of us should get together and need to develop an understanding of what is going on in schools.
Continue.
Incluso en los buses, ha habido momentos, mis hijas me lo han contado, han tenido que parar el bus, llamar a la autoridad, porque las cosas que suceden allí, ¿cómo vamos a poner a los niños, los de kinder, con los de 6, con los otros más grandes en los mismos buses? Es ridículo. Entonces eso es todo lo que tengo que decir, de que nomás que abramos los ojos, nos demos cuenta de la realidad y no le demos vuelta al asunto, ¿ok?
In addition, Mr. Hernandez also stated that in regards to the buses, he's concerned about having younger children on the bus with older children, kindergartners on the bus with 8th graders, and again, we need to actually see what is happening and to please not go with this direction.
Through the chair, please. So I'd like to ask Mr. Hernandez to give us an example of what is going on in elementary school. is seeing or hearing that the board should understand firsthand?
Señor,
La pregunta es si tú nos puedes dar un ejemplo de la hija menor tuya de lo que está de verdad pasando en la escuela primaria.
No era menor, la mayor es, ella está cursando en middle school, grado 7. Entonces eso lo ha observado ella en el baño, en la middle school. Entonces, ¿cómo va a ser posible de que estos niños de 7 y 8 van a estar juntos con los de kinder a 6? Estos niños ya son jóvenes, ya piensan diferente. Ya no el mismo, los nenes están más pequeños, ¿no? Ellos no van a pensar lo mismo con un jovencito que ya tiene la mente más desarrollada, los pensamientos son diferentes, son jóvenes que están en la adolescencia, están cambiando etapas en su vida, entonces lo vamos a mezclar con un niño de los que todavía no piensan en estas cosas. Es muy difícil.
Okay. Ms. Morales, English.
He was not concerned for a child in the elementary.
Okay, Uno, 1 minute. Okay, thank you. Is there a translation problem?
He stated that he did not have a concern for his daughter in elementary. His daughter in middle school in 7th grade has come home and shared concerns. He gave an example of an incident that happened in the bathroom that his daughter observed 2 girls kissing. He would not feel that is appropriate for a kindergartner to be exposed to something like that. It is ridiculous for us to have kindergartners with 7th graders. These are adolescents, adolescent thoughts, young people that are developing, and they should not be together with kindergartners.
Wait, hold on 1 minute, please. Ms. Morales, please,
Yes.
we're going to try to do this best we can. Was there anything you missed?
In his answer just now, no.
Okay. All right. We have a lot of people. We're going to get there. I know he said about the bus. I took 5 years of Spanish. I don't want anyone to know what I know. But I'm not translating.
Mike, through the chair. Mike, through the chair. We need to get, seriously, we need to get an accurate translation. Because if we're going to allow the Spanish public to speak, you know, and
what would you suggest?
Well, one thing that I noticed is that none of the headphones are working this week that worked fine last week. So if that's part of the problem,
does anybody else in the room want to volunteer to translate?
All right, Tracy, what just happened? You know what we're going to do? Wait, no. 1 minute. We're not going to have organized chaos. What I'm going to... Please, ma'am.
They talking quickly.
No, there are things missing in the translation.
Okay, what we're going to do, this is my Solomon-like decision for boarding sex. Mrs. Morales, have a seat, please. Mrs. Morales will continue to translate. I happen to know you. You are going to fill in anything she missed, and that's what we're going to do. Thank you. Sister Rachel. One only.
You asked me to do a summary.
Yes, and that's what we're doing, a summary. We're doing a summary. Right.
That's the problem. They told me that you wanted
You need a chair. You need a chair.
exactly.
It's important to hear exactly what these concerns are, not
All right, stand. We're going to get headsets for the next meeting. No, really, we need to get headsets. Okay, Reverend Sister Rachel, as I call you, please identify yourself in English.
My name is Pastor Raquel Saguero. Address 165 Lakewood. And I just want to say as a pastor in this community that I know that everybody was here are concerned for for our children. And I know some people are in favor, some people are against this decision, K-8. But what I have to say today is that I think that, you know, the board rushed to make this decision. Instead, first to have everybody like here today and hear everybody in the community and say, yes, we want to hear all the community, and later we will make a decision. We are not here to be against you. We're here for everybody to work together and make the right decision for our kids. And we want the community, the parents, the teachers, the ministers, everybody here want to be listened. So, the whole community wants to tell the board, we need to work together. We cannot rush to make a decision like this. We have to say, we have to sit down and see what is the best for our children, and let's do it together. Thank you.
Hold it. Now we're going to do Spanish. We're going to start with Ms. Morales. Okay, Ms. Morales.
Okay.
Thank you.
El reverendo Raquel Zaguero, ella viene a hablar sobre como pastora que está bien interesada y sabe que las autoridades están bien interesados en lo mejor y el bienestar para los niños de la comunidad. Dice que la Junta hizo una decisión bien rápida en cambiar de quinto a sexto a quinto a octavo grado. Quiere que todos se reúnen, maestros, la comunidad, pastores, la Junta, para hacer una decisión mejor y que todos sigan trabajando juntos. Y que la Junta hizo esta decisión el mes pasado bien rápido y la gente no tiene suficiente tiempo para responder.
Through the chair. Through the chair. You know, one thing that I've observed inside the audience and everybody's wearing band-aids. And you know, I noticed that. You do not put a band-aid over this kind of problem that we have in the school. Let's take care of the things that are wrong with the district now before we compound those problems with adding more problems to the district. I would like to make a motion right now to withdraw the previous K-8 motion that was made at the last meeting. I would like to withdraw, to have a vote to take that off the table. To gather, to have time to gather more research, to look into this more carefully, to get some more experts in here, and hear the pros and cons, and instead of just having, you know, Dr. Cooper, with all due respect, you know, probably very educated in the field, but without the proper kind of data, you know, we have, some members on this panel have, you know, made a rush decisions. This K-8 issue. I'm a parent, I'm a daughter that goes to school. I'm not for it. So I'll be the person to tell you, I'm not for it.
Mr. Tipton, second.
Based on that, I'd like to withdraw.
Se ha fijado que hay mucha gente aquí que tienen un plan de cosas y es bien importante que necesitamos arreglar lo que está mal con el sistema primero en vez de empezar cambiando ciertos programas. Él quiere hacer representación ahora para cambiar, para mover, para cambiar lo que hicieron el mes pasado y sacar el cambio de quinto a octavo para regresar a quinto a sexto grado y hablar más sobre eso. Él es un papá de un niño en las escuelas aquí públicas y él no está de acuerdo y él quiere hacer el cambio ahora y que hizo un segundo grado.
There's a motion on the floor.
Michael, last time I got shot down when I wanted to make a vote before everybody. What happened?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Speak.
Last time someone said, oh my gosh, you're making a motion before you hear everybody. How can that be?
Well, you know.
Why don't we hear the whole public before we make motions?
It's like shifting water.
Isn't that what we did last time? Yeah, exactly. Let's hear at least 20 of the people. We listened to 2 people so far. Let's hear the public. Let everybody weigh in over here.
All right. Well, let's okay. Hold on. Landon, where's
last time we also made a motion.
Where is he? Love you, baby. Come back up here. You know I support you 3 times. That's what I hate me. Okay, I call it as it is. Here we go. There is a rule here. You need to sit down. As much as I like you, sit down. We're in the middle of a motion, which was made out of turn, which is not appropriate. Mr. Tiff, would you not, is there any validity in your mind to allowing the public first to finish their speaking?
Absolutely.
So you withdraw your motion for now? Or you want everyone, you just want, or you don't want to hear? Now,
yes, I would like to hear what the public has to say.